Well, being made redundant might seem like the end of the world, but it could be just the chance to do what you always wanted to do, escape the 9 to 5 and become your own boss.
Well, one viewer who was knocked aside by the recession a year and a half ago now has a fruitful business. Simon Gompertz takes up her story.
Okay, thank you.
Right, who wants pancakes then?
It's all smiles at breakfast in Lotwina Faradoy's house. You wouldn't know that she's been through the hell of redundancy, but the mental scars are still there.
Just felt like all my hard work was just, meaningless really. It was something that kind of plagued on my mind. I kept thinking, well, why me?
These are what saved her, fruit bars, made in Denmark, which she thought she could repackage and sell here.
So what I did was I gave it a really fresh, clean look and came up with this, Be Fruity fruit bars. And showing everybody this time round, people said, oh, they look lovely and fresh. Yes, I would buy those. And they've got quite a lot of lunchbox appeal versus what they were like before.
Where do we go? Lotwina's drive comes from a tough childhood after she was brought to the UK from Zimbabwe at the age of 3.
Well, I'm determined to succeed. Growing up, my parents worked so hard. My dad had 2 jobs. He used to work day and night, but we were never very wealthy. I always used to have hand-me-downs and things like that.
Now her fruit bars are beginning to catch on, life looks like being a lot more comfortable for the kids, Ben and Jemima.
Just to show you how far she's come and that there is hope after losing your job, here we are in Waitrose, and here are the fruit bars. She's got them in 165 Waitrose stores so far. They're also in Holland and Barrett's, and she's in talks with other stores as well.
I caught up with Lotwina again when she was pitching to Marks and Spencer with her business partner David Cross.
There's a definite gap within Marks and Spencer for a product such as ours. It's a healthier, lovely, tasty snack. It's a treat, and they don't have anything like it.
Okay, good luck then.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Do our best.
Each has put £30,000 into the business. That's where Lotwina's redundancy money went. So there's a lot at stake while they see the M&S buyers. An hour later, and it's all smiles again.
How did it go then?
It went really well. I'm so excited.
What did they say?
Well, he really liked the product, and he's going to show the rest of the team tomorrow and get back to us next week.
Well, it just goes to show then, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Redundancy doesn't have to be all bad. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and I just think, if you want to do something, just go for it.
Oh, congratulations. Well, I think this calls for a celebration, fruit style. So fig for you, strawberry for you.
Thank you.
And the absence of champagne. This is congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
Well, Lotwina's here now, and congratulations from us as well. In fact, you have something new to tell us, because Simon there was talking to you when you'd been in to see Marks and Spencer, and you've not heard anything about that yet, but you did have a meeting with Asda yesterday.
Yes, absolutely. Asda yesterday went really well. I'm really pleased, and they're looking to launch my range of fruit bars within the near future, so watch this space.
Oh, fantastic news. Well done.
Now, after the initial shock, I suppose, of being made redundant, it's never nice, is it? It's end up reassessing your life and reassessing what's next. How did you go about reassessing?
Well, after the really difficult initial kind of feelings of, displacement and worry and anxiety, I began to start to focus my energies in a positive way and started to question myself. And I thought of things like, well, what am I good at? What are my core strengths? What do I want to do in the future? Who can help me? And how can I make, my budget stretch? How can I make that redundancy money stretch?
So you pick yourself up off the floor and you have a good hard look at yourself. Is that something you can do on your own, or can you get help from other places in doing that?
Well, in doing that, I started to turn to people such as the British Library IP Centre. Now, not a lot of people know about them, but I think if I were them, I'll call myself perhaps the Business Help Centre, the new Business Help Centre, because there's so much help that you can get from there. I sat down and had a one-to-one with one of their advisors who showed me how to research the market, showed me lots of seminars that they were running, you know, things that could really help me. I also attended some business link seminars, as well as some IGD leading edge events that helped me to have a steer of what was happening in the grocery industry. So there's so much help out there.
Now, you mentioned researching the market. Now, there are many fruit bars when you go to supermarkets that you see out there. So you would have, I'm sure, have recognised it as not perhaps saturated, but a busy market. So how did you go about testing it, knowing that you had a product that would sell?
Well, I actually went and bought everything that was out there because I wanted to see, you know, what kind of fruit bars were out there. And I garnered the help of friends, of family, playground mums, people at church, anybody who would help. And I devised a questionnaire, gave out lots and lots of bars to groups of people and asked them to taste them, to be completely honest, you know, score which bars they liked, which bars they didn't. And my bars came out on top every time. However, from that research, people were telling me they didn't like the way my bars were packaged. They liked the way they tasted, but said that they perhaps wouldn't pick them off a shelf just because of the way they looked, which gave me pointers to the next step, i.e. to get the redesign done on the fruit bars.
Andrew, you've been listening to that. I don't think there was quite the range of help available when you set up your business, but for anyone setting up a business today, what's your advice to them?
I think definitely listen to your friends and family, know your market implicitly, and maybe it's early days, but I'm also a great believer on getting people onto your board, if you have a board, to actually help and advise you, because then they make you structured in terms of process and how you go about doing things.
Friends are always more honest. Perhaps always not how you want them to be.
Yeah. I mean, I think my friends, because they knew to me that redundancy, I didn't have a lot of money and I had to make a stretch. They were deadly honest. If they thought these bars were a no-go, they would have said, Lotwina, no way. So it was...
Lotwina, we're out of time. Well done with the business. Andrew, thank you as well.
Good to see you again. Back tomorrow, 12:30. See you then.
Take care. Bye-bye.